Welcome, everybody. This is not my normal streaming time, of course. Adjusting to my normal time. No, basically there is no normal now. Welcome, Jen, Angela. Thank you for all the support. I live streamed 7 hours yesterday, so that was a new experience for me. 7 hours, you know. Oh, there we go. There we go. Jesus, you're killing me. You don't have to wait for me. I literally just woke up and showered. I'm like, oh, Yesterday I had a very difficult delivery at Amazon. Holy. I normally stream for 5 hours, but I'm switching to 7 hours. And then, I have to adjust my eating. Usually I have to switch to eating after the stream, but then that's a long fast, so I had to snack or something before I get on the stream and then eat in the morning, go live stream. So there's a lot of shifting in the way you eat actually affects a lot. And that shifting when you eat is like a huge time, right? Imagine you don't eat the same time. So I have to switch the time I eat too. Welcome, Coleman and Illuminator. Beta vibes here, power bottom. Oh, yes. Shout out to the alpha vibes. So alpha, roaming around, calling people names. Ooh. I catch. Okay, have a good night, sister. The thing is, it's not alpha, it's just called being an a-hole. Just thinking that it's cool. Because sometimes people don't teach each other how to respect people. I'm more of Sigma. No, it's just how you get attention. That's really it. Thank you, Gabagoo. Hope the stream's going well out here. Okay, thank you. Nice, all good. The thing is, the way people engage on the internet, everyone has a different character and personality. And a lot of it, they don't know how to be genuine because online there's a lot of pretentiousness because that's social media. Or instead of be yourself and just be chill. Sometimes we don't know how to interact with each other because there's a lot of trolls online and you don't want to feel like a loser. So you end up being like a troll. You have to start being a troll first sometimes because you don't want to, you're trying to fit in. You don't want to be a, right? And so that it makes people have to be a certain way. At the end of the day, most people are chill. That's, real talk. Most people are chill. Right, at the end of the day, we just don't want people to pick on us. And so we have to have some kind of boundaries. So we act a certain way because there's a good amount of disrespectful people online because they've been picked on. And then they don't know how to respond respectfully. So sadly, that's what's shaping a lot of the minds of the young children. That's why the kids act like a meme. Because if they don't, then they get picked on. So it makes them have to join in the noise. Right? It's like if everybody has Pokemon and you don't have Pokemon, so right, it makes you feel left out. But the happiness from Pokemon is fleeting, right? It's not long lasting. But they don't know that because their parents didn't teach them. You can do anything, just realize that you can be yourself and be happy. Thank you. Yeah. Some people some people judge you on the amount of views you have, which is fine. Some people are here to be with you genuinely, because I think the internet sometimes isn't used to genuine people being here and not trying to act like a YouTuber or a TikToker to, hi guys, welcome to my, you know what I mean? Hi, I'm a dopamine generator and here's a singing bowl. And how you guys doing? Like, oh, shut the. Right. And so, as the internet gets more genuine, the long form content that's genuine, that's like non-Mr. Beast vibe. That's why I haven't gone live. Yeah. So it's kind of weird to say that this is kind of a new movement to learn to grow authentically, but still be engaging and still be yourself, That's why I just cry. But it takes time to grow. And so it's not really, it's like a long-term plan versus people looking for short viral takes to blow up. But that's dopamine, right? Dopamine sells. But in here we use music and community. Comunidad. And I do a lot. I'm surprised at how much I have to teach people here actually sometimes. Like just basic. I mean, most people don't know where happiness comes from. I'm not surprised about that. But it's just like how you respect people. Like, that's disrespectful, that's respectful. Because some people, nobody taught them how to respect people. Which is kind of... Thank you, Chunky Mushroom. Thank you for the raid. Yeah, this is like the internet's like a playground and everyone's in it, not just little kids. Like there's some adults in the corner just playing video game in their corner, and there's some corners where there's adult and children play Call of Duty together and other Grand Theft Auto here, right? Then there's World of Warcraft where this is a different group of people and they're all in the same room, and then when they get bored they come on the swing and talk crap at each other. Can you believe it? It's complex, you know? It's a gigantic playground. When people get bored, they come and cause chaos. But the peaceful corner of the internet is a lot smaller, but it's there. You know? It's me. I'm here for the WAP cover. WAP, 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 WAP. But the beautiful part, my goal in here is how can we get along with people? And when you try to get along with people, some people come in and they try to be rude. And then you know what I mean? Like when you're really kind, you think people will secretly come in just to troll you to get a reaction. But whenever they don't, they just go somewhere else. So as a peaceful, you know, content creator or peaceful leader, you just go, oh, all right, well, I guess you don't want to be here. Time out. We blocked you. But before I time out and block people, I give them so many chances, because giving people a chance helps them learn how to be respectful. You know what I mean? So we have to have compassion. Like, oh, all you do, you spend too much time on Reddit and Twitter, and that's why your brain sometimes is still there, but in here we just kind of chill. Don't need to prove yourself. Just chill. What's up? How's your life going? Sometimes people aren't used to that kind of interaction, you know? How do you personally deal with anger and regret? I can get pissed off sometimes, but it's not. I don't make it a big deal. My mind is pissed off, because if I'm doing Amazon delivery and somebody cuts me off on the road, my life's on the line. So my mind gets pissed off, like, what the hell? And then I just go, oh, at least I'm fine. I didn't die, okay. You know what I mean? Or sometimes I deliver some packages to some condo in uptown, and there's some rude people who manages the place, or there's some rude people because they're entitled because they do have more money, right? Or the workers there have to deal with more snobby people because sometimes people with more money act a certain way, but not all of them, but they have to deal with it because when there's more money involved, there's more expectations, more entitlement, and all these things. And people will complain more because they pay money, so they can complain. So the result of that is, and so now, but I think about that because I have to be compassionate. Oh, they're just like that because all day they deal with people complaining because those people pay money to get what they want. So the more you put in, the more you expect out. You know, and then the person that has to handle that is managers. And the managers in Uptown, a lot of them just, they get paid to do it, but they have to deal with a lot of BS, so they sound very inauthentic. Let's just say they sound fake as hell, because they have to deal with people using words to manipulate to get what they want. So that as the manager, they have to act a certain way to solve the issue. And so there's a lot of inauthenticity, and the money involved also makes people act a certain way. Now me recognizing that, I just don't let it get to me, because I'm aware this is a different area. People act a certain way. Some areas, no one cares. There's just a gang of dogs roaming the streets. it's not the dog's fault. It's just that's the nature of a certain area, right? So I just sit and watch the dog run by, three German shepherds and a pit bull. Just run like, oh shoot, y'all like thugs, right? So instead of me getting irritated that, man, I'm doing Amazon delivery, I'm feeling I'm at like a war zone. Instead, I just kind of, this too shall pass. Eventually they walk somewhere, because these dogs are just like, they're just walking everywhere looking to protect their territory, you know. And so whenever people, like, sometimes it's hard for me to get into people's apartment to deliver packages because it's 5 a.m. You know what I mean? So I have to be patient and bring the package back, or bring it back when the condo's open. So there's a lot of patience involved. And I want to do the right thing. I don't want to just leave people's packages freaking in the front of the office building. Because you know why? It's bad karma. If I don't respect people's things, it's gonna come back to me. But most people don't go that far. Their awareness doesn't go that far. They just want, like, F this package, and they leave it in front of the office instead of like put it somewhere. Right. But many people don't operate with karma. They just want to get rid of this damn packages. Right? They're like, man, F this condo, is locked. I can't even get in. I see so many people just leave it in front of the office building on the street. Right? Where there's a lot of foot traffic. And so that's, right? If it's like a business where there's nobody, right? It's different. You have to know the nature of the area. Yeah? You have to be mindful. There's a time and place, and there's a, you know. But you just do the best that you can, because whatever you plant into the universe, it's gonna come back. So if you just walk around being disrespectful everywhere, what's gonna come back to you? Disrespect. But if you plant compassion, kindness, it comes back to you. Let's get some new nature sounds here. I do have to leave in about 4:45 a.m. to do some Amazon, yeah. So we got the rainforest. Let's change the vibe here. Let's do some jungle. What about CEOs? Well, I mean, it's all different. The more people you have to deal with, the more karma is involved. It's impossible to make everyone happy. But if you do the best to make most people happy, like real talk, it's impossible to please everybody. But if you just make sure everything's mostly harmonious, that's above average, you know. Because everyone comes from different, right? You just have to first, you have to make sure you're good. Imagine you please everybody, but your own company fails. Is that success if you fail helping everyone else? No, you have to fill your cup first, and a lot of times it's really difficult to. But they thrive. Yeah. Again, and the thing is, we can judge people all day, but maybe your calling get rich and help people and see what it's like. Right? I did, it's really difficult to please everybody. Like me streaming online here, it's impossible to make everyone happy. So that's why we can criticize or be the change. That's why I don't like being the complaint, because it's easy to just complain about everything. But in what you're doing, right, and the more being a small streamer, let's just say there's a lot less to deal with. But as you grow bigger and bigger, there's a lot more people to interact with, and growing and growing with authenticity is really difficult. That's why or you don't grow at all. You can, right? That's why I say many people, to get the clout to grow, you can just sell out and just hey, welcome. Hey, Nanya. Hey, Stargazers. Thank you, Christy, for the heart me. Thank you, May, for the 2 goats. Thank you, Hashi, time for me. I'm like, imagine me just doing that. Oh, thank you so much for all the hearts. Thank you 18,000 likes. Thank you so much, Claire, for your awesome kitty cat. Thank you, Holly, for the club share. They teach you to sell out. They teach you to do that. Because it gives dopamine to the psychology. Right? They know when you say that, it makes people feel good. So a lot of people end up just being like that. And so to be authentic and grow, it does take a lot of time to figure out what is too much thanking the audience. Right? And if you're in the more business world, that's a different animal too. Right? Success requires so much that so much sacrifice. And as you succeed, people judge you all day. When you fail, nobody judge you because, right? But when you succeed, there you get more judgment. And sometimes you get more judgment, but the money don't even come as much, right? You can go viral and people's lives also gets more. You lose yourself sometimes. You become a meme. Catch me outside. How about that? Like, it's not always. That's why all you do is make sure you're good. Make sure you're good, and then if you do the wrong thing, it'll just end up the wrong way. But if you do the right thing will be your life. Catch me outside. How can you be authentic in a job where you can't fully be yourself? Do your best, yeah. Thank you, Tina. Thank you for everything and everything. Yeah, in the beginning, when I'm teaching people how to love themselves, a lot of closed-minded Christian people come to judge me. But there's a lot of open-minded Christians that are here, which is amazing, which is what taught me it's not Christianity, it's just some ignorant people who don't know better. So that's why I respect everybody, because it's not the person. It's not the religion, it's the individual. Don't let some individuals just make the rest of it bad, There's rude people everywhere, and there's also good people everywhere too. Catch me outside. Swamp. Not bad. The conditioning throughout all these generations. It's the nature of systems. You want everything to be managed, because if it doesn't, then corruption happens in different areas when things are disharmonious, right? That's a human nature, but on the spiritual side, you can purify yourself. In the moment. Being with your breath instead of overthinking. Purify your mind through breathing. When you become inauthentic, the best way is to see why. And that's the question people hate to ask themselves. Because it's annoying. Because you know why? It never stops until it does. Imagine you ask yourself why so much that you don't need to anymore. For a while. Because as you grow and become more humble, you start to understand yourself more, but you still want to keep growing, right? Let's see here. Switch this around. Pop this out. Babysit this person. Here. Let's get some musical vibes a little bit. Some handpan. Actually, this is a new instrument. More lo-fi. Are you familiar with Alan Watts' version of the Joker? Do you mean the archetype of a Joker? He talks a lot about archetypes, right? What is yourself, though? I don't have a handpan. Because I would not be satisfied with one handpan, so instead I just have a digital handpan. Know what I'm saying? Let's make some lo-fi vibes real quick. Let's see what key we wanna. I'm thinking of bringing my flutes out here more, like here. What do you think? Maybe one here. Because I'm trying to change the backdrop up a little bit. Then I realized, man, I got a wall of flutes. I could just use this as a wall. You know? Angle it slightly. Leave that there. Maybe put the small one over here. My shaker. Put this one over here. I do have to reorganize it though. So if I move it, I have to reorganize it. Two swans kissing. I usually get on at 10 p.m. but today I got on super late because I streamed for 7 hours last night and then I did Amazon till 11 a.m. But before I did Amazon, I went to the gym for an hour. I know, like that's what I'm trying to do. And then so today I have Amazon in the morning, and then I have Amazon in the evening. So stream. I'm just adjusting the best that I can, you know. My goal is 10 p.m. Yeah. If I'm more tired, I just sleep more. But my goal, I think I like 7 hours. Yeah. A real handpan is so much less tiring than the digital. Also, the real handpan takes a lot of space and it costs $1,000 at least for a good one. Anything under $1,000, you're not gonna get good sound. You have to get a hard case for it. And I like to bring my instruments outside. You know what I mean? a non-digital a digital handpan. Oh. Thank you. The Anunnaki's back. Right, a digital handpan, you get all the scales you want. And if you don't like the twanginess, if you want a Japanese scale, you can just switch on this device. Right. Alright, I want a Japanese handpan. I have to buy another $2,000 one because that's not a normal scale. No, crystal singing bowls are cheap now because it's very, it's popular instrument. I think $300 you can get one. And if you go to Goodwill, can you believe it? I've seen crystal bowls at Goodwill auction and Goodwill in person because it's very popular at one point. And it's still popular. But it's losing its popularity because it's highly accessible. Thank you, Dark Unicorn. And a lot of sound healers they're not making it, they're not dynamic with the crystal bowls and sounding good. You can be dynamic, but not really grow. Because it's difficult, right? Art, it's all art. Imagine how many artists they don't succeed. It's easy to fail. So that's why if you don't truly want to succeed, you'll just quit. Me, I'm just too committed to quit because I truly love it, Like I love this stuff. I love live streaming. That's why I keep going, because man, and I love your happiness. Because being happy alone, like being happy with yourself is already difficult. And then being able to just help one person feel joy. Like, yo, what if this could be my life? Never thinking about how are you going to make money? Because that's not how I thought about helping people. It's just, maybe I'm just so, naive or ignorant. I just grew up not thinking about how to make money. I just thought, how can I help more people? But my mother was always like, when are you gonna make money? I'm like, that's all you care about? So that's why I'm like this. But the benefits of being like that is eventually you do have to make money to survive, right, on the planet. So now that I'm leading with my heart, the money's starting to come. So I'm so grateful for all the support. Even my teacher says, do what you love and then the money will follow you. But no one said how long would it take for the money to follow. Oh, thank you, anonymous gifter. Wesley Snipes and Wisdom Base. This dude low-key onto something. Happiness. We're low, because happiness is a low-key thing. When you look on like online and people are like, I just got married, I'm happy, or oh my god, the new AI just came out and it's that's all for clout. The real happiness is low key. That's what and then they call those people cause he's an OG. Cause even Snoop Dogg had, Nate Dogg had, you better lay low. Love that song, by the way. Ding 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 ding. Is Thanet now. I gotta claim my Unk title before I become grand. What's the word? Well, I think that at that point they just OG you. It's always Unk. Oh. Thank you, Empress Mo. Thank you, sister. Okay, let's get back to the. Give me that lo-fi. I'm working. Let's do that. Let's go at D major. Some guitar. No, I need some texture on here. I got some new textures. Maybe pitch it down. What's up, man? I got some new headband coming, so I can manage my hair better. Yes, last night we completed the goal. So grateful. Grateful for all the subs. I think we had an Elian gifted 5 gifted sub last night. Grateful. Shannon, thank you for all the sub on YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing Amazon and doing this until this grows. It's growing. We recently reached 89,000 followers on TikTok. Thank you. Right, we had to climb the mountain. And so I have to learn how to work with what we got. Human on planet Earth, you know. I have to continue doing what I love because I don't know how to do anything else. I just got blessed with a life where I just couldn't settle for an unfulfilling life. I was here since day 107. Some people have been subscribed to me on Twitch for 6 years, so I'm grateful. I know I've been streaming for that long and I still haven't given up. Yeah, you gotta follow your heart. Keep it real. But of course I'm willing to do Amazon to keep growing this. And it's funny because Twitch is owned by Amazon. I'm just glad that I turned my meditation and spirituality into music, which I learned from Bob Marley. I'm like, what's the most positive music out here on planet Earth that everybody listens to? In my meditation, I heard, don't worry about a thing, every little thing is gonna be alright. So I followed that plan, which I didn't know how far it would take me, but I'm just glad I got here. Have you listened to James Ferrer? No, I have not. Now I've been a wedding videographer in the past before. Actually, I made the most money being a server at the Cheesecake Factory. It's profitable. When you're good, it's just very good. But it's not. But it takes so much energy from you. You know, I was like, man, what's the point of having lots of money in your bank account, but you don't even like your job? I didn't get it, you know. So I just kept figuring out, what do I love? It's like, what's the point of having a bunch of stuff and not being happy? Because while working there, I saved up like $7,000 or whatever, because I was just living humbly. I ate sandwiches and didn't worry about a thing. And then I realized, why do I have all this money, but I don't even, like, you know, because happiness is simple, but we make it hard. But when I learned to make happiness simple, and then I got money, it made my mind change. Right? But imagine if your happiness is simple and then you build your dream. As you build your dream, you enjoy the process rather than wait for the dream to be completed to celebrate, you could build your dream and enjoy it at the same time. The ups and downs can be enjoyed with wisdom, you know. Yes, I've had all those vices, 420, booze. The thing is, desire isn't bad until you become attached to them. Like video games is not bad, but when you can't stop playing that for like 5 hours a day or more, because with 5 hours, that's a lot of time to do some other SHIT. But instead, you're spending that time not building your life. So I stopped doing things that, right? Drinking's not bad until you don't know how to stop at one. I mean, 2 max, you know, like. And so that's why people become, right? It's about making your life work. Let's be real. It's about making your life work. When your life is happy, it's working out. That's it. But when it's not working out, then we got issues, man. And the reason we drink and smoke so much sometimes is because we're unhappy with life, and instead of figuring it out, we just spend a lot of time not figuring it out by escapism. Drinking, smoking, entertainment, escaping. And so we never figure out how to fix it because we're not spending time figuring it out, because we're spending time not looking at it. You know, I had my teacher, I call him my master. I never, you know, he never told anyone this, but he said, you know, you can do anything. Just don't be attached. But not everyone's ready to hear that message. People will talk about moderation, but they'd never do it. Right? Everything in moderation is the same message. But most people don't know how to, like, do you know how to moderate your 420? 3 blunts in, 6 shots in, 1 more. Right? The issue is the ego. We don't know how to stop because of the lack of discipline. When things become disharmonious, it's up to us to recognize it, or else we get manipulated. But if you can't moderate your food, you end up becoming very unhealthy. Right. I had to stop going to the dispensary to moderate. Right. When your energy becomes disharmonious, dis-ease begins to form in all types. Dis-ease of the body, dis-ease of the mind, dis-ease in your energy. That's why energy healing works, because you can harmonize your energy. People call it miracle healing, because energy healing is not, they don't want to promote that in the mainstream, because there's a lot of frauds there. There's a lot of people lying to you to get your money, and nothing actually happens, which is why it has a bad rap. That's it. Lots of fraudster, yeah. If you lack discipline, you will suffer long term. It might feel good to please yourself. Yeah. Energy healing is miraculous, and it's not. Yeah. It's how you, and so the way energy healing works, you have to treat it like a ceremony, what we just did. Whether you realize it or not. That's why everything is so curated. Because every day here we focus on there's a healing ceremony going on, and we're just hanging out, right? But I'm not just here to casually hang out. It looks casual, but it's not casual at all. And that's why people in the community experience lots of healing, because it's deeply respecting waking up today. It's like deeply respecting the time that we have together. Yeah. And then when we play the music, you can feel the energy. And then when I pick up the flute, I'm not casually just playing. I'm playing from the bottom of my soul. And that's why I keep my eyes clear. And I don't close my eyes for too much, because when you close your eyes too much, it disconnects you as a practitioner. So that's why I'll close my eyes, but I'll still be here, present, not too long. Because you can be really airy and not present. Because the energy of healing, where do you think it is? It's in the moment. Right, so I just make sure, because you can close your eyes and just blank out, which is ungroundedness. And I keep my eyes grounded, because some healers be rolling their eyes back and doing all. I'm like, right, they're rolling their eyes back, speaking in tongues, and they're not even here. Now, some people, they do light language and they're more present, which is a small group. Right, there's a lot of people who do light language and all they do is just become really ungrounded and airy. And I've seen some people do light language and they're calm and grounded, which is the way. When I see people do like roll their eyes back and start doing all that, they're not present, which allows the mind, it cuts the energy. That has to be said. There's a lot of it going on. Thank you, Marlies. Same thing with Reiki. There's a lot of people who do Reiki and all they do is too much visualization that they're not here. Right? They're disconnected. Or they're doing too much sending. When you focus on channeling love, you're just the instrument. The universe is the one that's flowing. You just become empty, clear. But whenever the person thinks they're healing, be careful. The universe is the real healer. We're just the conduit, the instrument. And if you don't have that concept, you become really ungrounded. That's it. Can you heal me? Me, no. Me, I don't know how to heal. But the universe know how to heal. But it's hard for people to heal when they're not even consistent with healing. Imagine there's a place where you can feel healing energy, but you don't even show up on a daily basis or consistently. Like when you want to change your life, but you only do it on Sundays. You don't really want it that bad. It's like wanting to lose weight, but you only go to the gym once a week. You only eat healthy one day out of the week. Like, you don't want it that bad. If you don't want it that bad, you won't get it. You want to be a live streamer, but you just live stream 2 hours only. You want to be a content creator, but you don't even make content, you just use AI. But that's okay. They're slowly cracking down on people. The AI stuff is getting cracked down because people don't like it. People eventually get tired of it. Yeah, because we are the observer observing the observer. I observe so much, I just observe. That's why I don't focus too much on philosophy, because the practice is simple. Human beings loved talking too much and not practicing. That's why you have a lot of people reading the Bible but not practicing it. Same thing with any spiritual movement. There's too much talking about the philosophy and not enough practice. Right? People talking a lot about politics but no action. The action is talking. There's a lot of that going on. Right? There's a lot about talking. Be the change you wish to be in the world. But when it comes time to be the change, they're like, no, you first. Like, and the other person's like, I'll do it I'm only being the change on Saturday and Sunday. I don't have time Monday through Friday. I'm working. You can be the change you wish to see in the world at your work, damn it. Some people think, nope, I don't have time to be influential everywhere. Only in yoga studios. I don't have time to be the change here because I don't get paid while trying to be the change here. that's the world nowadays. Before I got this far into live streaming and helping people, sometimes nobody was listening to me do crystal ball sound healing. I used to show up at some places. Nobody would look, nothing, but I knew that I was playing for my heart myself. Because if I can't do it from my heart, then I'll lose myself as I get more popular. You can lose yourself easily because you just want things that you don't need. And then you end up, your brand, who you are, ends up being what everyone else wants. So you don't even know who you are. And then you find other people who don't know who they are also. And then you find networks of people who are pretentious. And that's why I cannot collaborate with that type of people. But those people actually love me a lot, actually. Because they love what I'm doing. But they won't do what I'm doing because a lot of what I do, it doesn't make any money. They're like, why would you do that? You don't even make money. But I get a lot of love. I get a lot of respect from people, and there's a lot of healing in the community. You make a lot more money when you do a sound healing at the top of a hotel in downtown. $50 per ticket. Oh my, right. Overlooking the skyline. That's more profitable. Playing free sound healing at the park. It's not profitable. Why would you do that? Because it unites humanity, you know. But I've been blessed to have a teacher who comes from the heart and not profit-driven spirituality, but love-driven. You know. And I think that's what the Beatles represent. They were very love-driven. That's why they were so popular, right? Bob Marley, just love-driven. He's not perfect because, you know, how many baby mama did he have? Like 10. I just follow the good things. When I see something disharmonious, I don't follow it, you know. Same thing with Jesus and Christianity. I follow the good things in Christianity, not the bad things. Same thing with Buddhism. I follow the good things that work versus just identifying as Buddhist, identifying as peaceful. But then behind closed door, you're not even peaceful. You're just peaceful when people are looking. Namaste. I'm Guru Thanet. Welcome to Mystic Village. Oh. Sadly, it's what people want. It's what sells. So sad. Acting. And there's nothing wrong with acting as long as you follow up with authentic like being a good teacher. But a lot of teachers, they act and then they sleep with their students behind closed door. Like, bro, you're making everybody look bad around here. You know what I mean? You act spiritual, and behind closed door, you're like, you're doing the wrong thing, and then it comes out, and then and that's why they have movements of people trying to call out, there must be fake gurus out here, man. I'm boosting healing for it. Oh, okay, thank you. Love shines. Boost the healing. That means more music. Okay, again. Let's see what. Let's look for a melody. Let's do throat chakra. G. See, G minor, A sharp major is the relative scale. get a little background. Let's see here. I hope you enjoy a little shamanic lo-fi, ancestral ambient vibes, which you can find on our platform. Welcome, Jiro. Good morning. Around 32 minutes left. When you climb your mountain, that's what, to me, when I'm here, like, dude. I can always speed it up, but, it's dope. It's good enough for me. Meditative. Do you have tips on jealousy? Instead of be jealous, be inspired. Everybody has some jealousy. But it's because we're really inspired Right? It's healthier to be inspired than to be jealous. We just don't know that until we realize it. Like somebody coming on here, sometimes they call me a noob because they don't know. They think that's all I do here. But then I pull out the flute, and still people will say noob or judgment. But they're the one watching me perform. Right? It's like somebody judging you while they come to your show. They could be inspired, but instead they want to judge your weakness but not look at your strength, because that's what ego loves to do. But when you're coming from the heart, you see, wow, this person has this strength, their weakness is here, and we all can improve somewhere. There's always room to improve. But jealousy does nothing. You're just busy thinking. Inspiration does nothing unless you take inspired action also. The thing is, there's a lot of music makers. There's a lot more people making music than meditating. For sure. Right? Because it's like a dream come true to be a musician that's successful. A lot of people want to make music, but they don't want to grind. They don't want to do the work to grow. So it's easier to just judge, because nothing has to happen other than judging. But instead, we can start with judgment and end with understanding or inspiration. We can start off with jealousy and end with inspiration. That's a new term you're learning, noob. Because this stream gets a huge spectrum of people. Right. And I look like an easy target to be bullied. Because I'm nice. I do, I lead with being gentle and graceful. Right? I lead with kindness, so they think there's a weakness. But yet those people look up to Jesus and Buddha. You know what I'm saying? And so what happens? They do it to themselves with their insecurity. And the reason oftentimes people act overly masculine is because they think they need to do it. Nothing wrong with being masculine as long as you're being respectful, understanding boundaries. Nothing wrong with being feminine as long as you have boundaries, you're respectful. You see, masculine and feminine isn't the issue, it's about respect and boundaries. But some people don't have wisdom. And so we have to teach people, or try, or don't try. You do whatever you want. In here we do our best to be a good neighbor, be respectful even to disrespectful people. Because when I'm on here, it looks easy, right? I'm just... Because they just got into the stream and they see me do a simple beat. I'm making live music. They don't know that. They think I'm in a studio recording something, which I am. But I'm also live creating I'm giving a free show that's healing for hours and hours. Right? And the flow never stops, right? The whole stream has a flow. That's what I'm here for. The music recording is a side thing. The music, the live performance is the main thing. That's why the live performance is why people will show up a lot. Lots of people showing up. Even though I came on late today, 2 a.m. or whatever. Everybody, sometimes we look at people's lives, we get jealous because we want that life, but that life oftentimes is not meant for you, or else you would have it. But you could be inspired by aspects of people's lives. But because your version is more original and catered to you, no one's like you, right? Nobody makes the flute music like we do in this stream, right? You don't see a lot of loop station flute. You don't see it because when you learn to be original, you don't see people copying, right? That's why you see YouTube. There's a bunch of people just copying each other and repeat. So on social media, to get popular, you just copy, repeat. Originality oftentimes, like, it's not popular until it blows up, then everyone copies. But the trailblazers live happily because you know why? They're having fun. They're not trying to chase the clout as much. But growing your audience is a powerful thing. But just doing it to grow the numbers is not enough. You gotta love it too, And sometimes that's missing in life. Authenticity. I showed my daughter what I was watching. You inspired her with your MIDI set. Yeah, this is it. I mean, there's a lot more, The beauty of great performance is making everything looks easy. Right? They don't see what's really going on. I mean, I show y'all before. Like, when I play the flute, I'm aware, like I inspire a lot of people to go and buy flutes. I'm like, because they love what comes out. But then when they get the flute, they're like, damn, it's actually difficult. I guess that's what you call an influencer. I just want people to love themselves and be happy with who they are. This is what it takes. Oh, thank you, Tina. Yeah, the amount of people who go out and buy flutes after. Yeah, and then when you get it, you realize you still have to practice to sound great. It's not just gonna pick itself up and. Right, because it just. Right, it looks like I just do this. I press some buttons. But they don't see what's involved with what's actually happening because there's so much to explain. We have the best quality microphone at the perfect distance of the room is sound treated. All the audio has EQ and compressor. There's a background audio, nature sounds. I'm speaking in a certain tone. Right? I play flute every day for hours. Hours. But it does. But the main part is you're here. It inspires people to come and relax and learn to be more positive and meditate. And that's what it takes. Imagine me just teaching meditation only. I didn't do no music, no flutes. That gets boring for me. But instead, you naturally breathe when you hear the vibrations. Thank you, Megan. Nice to see you. And the beautiful part about why there's so many dedicated people who come here is because they've experienced many healing miracles. That's why there's sometimes, right? There's many people here constantly because there's people healing their physical body from being here. They're healing their family. But it's not easy, right? Can I ask a question? Sure. Sister Dory did message me. Not good news, but yeah, so just show her some love. She says she's gonna come back to the Mystic Village soon. So just show her some love. I told her if she just need to come here, get her vibration up. The worst thing that many people do is stop coming here after they've been committed for a while. Right? It's like whenever your life gets in trouble, for some reason people think, nope, I'm not coming here. We got a lot of positivity here. If your life has a lot of negativity, you need positivity, but instead, they just don't. And so many people, oh, I don't want to bring the bad vibes here. Do you think it's only good vibes? We're not here to be positive vibes only community. That's unreal. Positive vibes only. Yeah. We may not want to help you through. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you're sad, like, we're all where we're at. How are you live right now? My schedule's really wild. I know. I slept at noon yesterday or today. I'm at the club, yeah. This is the club. What do you ask? What do you believe about that? Says Leslie. About that, I said a lot of things. Like about coming here with negative energy or what? Welcome, Sam. We just help people love themselves and some positive vibes. Music, community, chill. We're not trying to convert you. Just love your damn self. I believe it's a new star sanity sign. Don't know what that is. Okay, thank you, sister. Hope everything's well with your sound healing and caretaking. You can help without absorbing the negative vibes. That's why I come onto the stream and I'm most of the time happy, because imagine I deal with a lot of negative things on a daily basis. I also let them go on a daily basis too. I keep more of the positive stuff, but I'm open to it because it's life, you know. Life's not supposed to be only positive. But when you're mostly happy, you got a lot more than most people. You feel like you are high. Welcome to Healing Community. That's what we focus on, love and genuine, right? Genuine happiness. Hard to read the white comments, yeah. I can change the color of, I can get a different color. What do I have? No, I have a, what's gonna match this? Black? I wonder if they have this in black. He says, bro, I think you're... Can you take me higher? I can't figure out for the life of me how to like or love myself, and I understand conditioning. It's also who you surround yourself with. Thank you, Erica. If you're around a bunch of negative people, it's hard to shift your mindset because you don't even believe in positivity and self-love. If you hang around a bunch of people who complain all the time, it's really hard to love yourself, because how can you love yourself when you're always negative? Or most of the time, negative mentality. Negative people who complain find other negative people to complain with. And then they drink and talk negative. They smoke and talk negative. They go to a concert. They enjoy a little bit and then they come back to talking negative. Oh my God. Which means those people end up focusing too much on the news and politics, because there's a lot of negativity in news and politics. Ew. 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 Anyways, excuse me. Thank you for the swan from Dancing Aurora Borealis. May Elena Moonlight. Thank you. You look like a Kung Fu master. This is more of the Asian meditative Zen vibe community. Yeah. What Lab says, after listening to you for a year, I decided to put my peace and health first, and I retired after 28 years. Well, I hope you're peaceful, happy, and find your next journey. Maybe helping dogs. You can retire from your job, but don't retire from service and helping people. But make sure you're good first, you know what I mean? Make sure you're good first. Help people, help animals. Spread peace and love. If you can retire and do, yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. And you can start your own volunteering too. Right. You can start like a meetup group where people like hang out with your dogs, come play together. Right? Create community around the things you love. Me, I create community around sound healing. Because I love this stuff. This is dope. If you love animals, you can create communities around. Right? We just need passionate people spreading love, peace, so that we're more happy. That's it. Animals love sound healing, so everybody benefits. Everybody's cats and dogs end up just falling asleep to the flute music, singing bowls. I've seen a squirrel at the park lay its body completely on a tree and just watch us. This is pretty chill, actually. It's hilarious. Have y'all seen that? When a squirrel is getting sound healing or chilling, they put their whole body on a tree and they just... Yeah. So the birds get sound healing. Well, I think they don't need it because they heal each other. Thank you, Beverly. Yeah, Sister Emily's dog will just stare at me. And when he feels the sound healing, they just start laying down and do the slow blinking. And adults who are tired at the sound bath, and actually energy healing, I know I see it heal cognitive issue, like Sister Jane says, her cognitive, right? It reduces the dementia. Today I delivered some Amazon package to a dementia center. If only they knew sound healing could help improve mental cognitive decline. Or however you say it. If only they knew that sound healing could heal bodily illnesses. The issue with that, it's free. How can the free stuff? They don't want you to know that the free stuff actually heals you, because the expensive stuff, that's why it's controversial. A chemotherapy machine costs millions to operate, and if you don't use it, you lose money. Sound healing, you just put on YouTube, 432 hertz, free. You see how there's a conflict of interest? Yeah, they just say it's conspiracy theory. No, because if the healing is free, then a bunch of hospitals, the whole industry would change. We just, oh, you need healing? Here, I send you a link for healing. You see how not profitable that is? Just imagine the healing you need could just literally be a link to some sound audio. But I believe that it's going to be the vibration. Getting high quality headphones, a high quality speakers, and just feeling your whole body. But headphones is enough. That's the crazy part. This is $50 used, right? Just get decent one that generate bass. Thank you. Laying in the cathedral. Yeah. I got 10 minutes left. I got some cheap headphones. Yeah, you just need anything that generates bass. And it's 432. All the music I'm making here is what? 432. Maybe there's some flutes that aren't 432. Or everything here. It's close, it's lower, so you feel in your body. Right? Because when you're grounded, then using 440 hertz multiplies what you feel. But if you don't feel grounded, you multiply the rest of it. What do you think they do at the EDM festival? It's all 440. And then you multiply that so you get a head high versus healing energy. But when your body's calm, grounded, and then you do a 528, something greater, it rises it. But when you're ungrounded and you multiply, it multiplies the ungroundedness. But when you pay attention as sound healer, you see it for yourself. The universe help open all the healing doors. Just the sacrifice is difficult, right? A lot of people don't want to do this and do Amazon and sleep at weird hours and live stream and all these things to stay pure. Right? It's uncomfortable. But that's why I respect the people that do make the sacrifice. That's why I look up to Jesus and Buddha. I look up to great teachers that make a great sacrifice for us to understand and feel unconditional love. Many shamans, many monks, many pastors who are good. We don't, of course there's many bad ones also, but we're talking about the good ones. Not the prosperity prayer thing. You send me more money, you'll get more money. I didn't hear that from Jesus at all. I didn't hear that from the... If you want more prosperity, you just gotta give it. I'm like, oh. And so people are trying to hit the jackpot by sending people more money. Jackpot, jackpot, jackpot. Just give me the lottery number. I'll help everybody. Just give me the lottery number. I'll help everybody for sure. Yeah, because that one time, remember, I talked to my friend. Man, if I just hit the lottery, I'll help the whole world. Man, I'll give 10% here. I'll give 10% there, 10% there. but they don't realize they already hit the jackpot when they woke up today. They don't realize that they hit the jackpot, that they're healthy, they're breathing, they got food to eat. No, you can ask question. I'm about to end it. What's up? If it's a respectful question, you can ask a question. That's all. Because sometimes people ask if they can ask a question. As long as it's respectful. But even if it's a rude question, that's okay. We're willing to babysit people here, no problem. There's a lot of kids online, you know. Right, some people aren't raising their children, so I guess we'll have to increase the bass. Drop the bit. What, you want the... See here. Thank you. We're at perilous times. Everyone seek the Lord Jesus Christ. Shout out to Jesus. That is Jesus is one way that you can choose. But Jesus also represents love. Love is the way, whether it's Jesus' way, Buddha way. That's one thing we all can agree on. I'm surprised not many people figured that out yet. Some people don't want Jesus, but they will follow love. And some people love Jesus and love too. Oh, what's the same? Love. It's not that difficult. I don't get what people are doing out here sometimes. What, dividing people and conquering them? Oops. No, I didn't say it. Welcome, Jagish. I didn't say it. Sorry, overlords. Sorry, I'm a good robot. I pay my tax. I pay my taxes. Okay. RoboCop didn't come for me because I said I pay my taxes. Fine. Anyways, I have to... It's 4:44. That's when we end the stream. I end at 5, but I have to get there at 5:15. So, 3 ohms, and thank you so much for your time. I hope we had a good, positive time. Thank you for a global peace movement called Love Your Damn Self, or just Happy Humanity. I'm grateful that we can respect each other, whether you choose to be religious or not, whether you choose to believe in yourself or not. If you don't like happiness, you don't have to be, but I want to see people more happy. Please love your damn self, but you don't have to. Breathing in. Please love your damn self.